right, Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
All right, we're the brothers here out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. This is Gamal Yala.
Baratazah.
All right, and first and foremost, we're gonna give our praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the icons that are pushing out this truth with sincerity. All right. This is a quick lesson, and this is gonna be entitled "Slow Down and Think," and don't let Satan get an advantage. Okay. Brothers deal with a lot of day-to-day situations, and just a lot of things that we deal with. Just catching hell. And a lot of times, well, this is more like a guide of how to deal with catching hell. Because things are gonna happen. We're in Babylon, we're in captivity. This world is designed for something. This world is always designed for bullshit to happen. No matter where you go, it's like it's always something. It's always something that's coming up that's gonna aggravate you. So, but in the midst of that, there's also a certain way to react to certain situations. And so we're just gonna get a couple precepts and go in the spirit. Let me see.
See, one, I can get it for you. You want that?
I think it was Proverbs 4. Yeah.
Proverbs 4. Mm-hmm. All right, this is Proverbs 4, and starting at verse 25. Mm-hmm. It says, "Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee."
Yeah, so basically be focused, Let thine eyes look straight on, because when you read up, I think it says, put away from thee a forward mouth.
Right,
so
right.
This is really like a behavior.
Right.
This is going into, your behavior, your conduct, so to speak. So you want to basically look, what I'm saying? Don't be single-minded, don't, because the scriptures also say, what's that one where it says superfluity of naughtiness?
Yeah.
So look straight, look towards what's right, look towards righteousness,
Mm-hmm. Yep. It says, verse 26, "Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established."
Yeah, and that's really this is the main point of the lesson that we're kind of getting at is ponder the path of thy feet. So, when you're going through these things, think about what you're doing. Think about what because a lot of times in a situation you'll just react,
right?
But you're not always like really thinking things through. And I've struggled from that problem, just kind of reacting and not really just doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's the flesh. The flesh just kind of, sometimes you get frustrated, or you just like, damn, man, like, so, but then guess what? Things go sour when you do that. That's why you got to ponder, you know what I'm saying? Ponder your feet. It says, let thy ways be established. So when you're established, that means that you're, you basically, you're thinking about it.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
If you want to add it.
Yeah, and like going to the scriptures, which is, of course, it applies spiritually. You want to be focused on the truth. You want to make sure your ways are established in the truth and ministry. But a lot of things that we apply spiritually, you apply to your regular everyday life in the world, man. About your ways being established, your journeyings and your goings, making sure things is on point, things of that nature. So the things that we apply as truth, you apply it to the world too. Your regular, day-to-day life. Carefully thinking, thinking things through, making sure you have your, as the old saying goes, you have your ducks in a row, so to speak. So that you basically don't even give Satan a chance to attack you. And that goes to, the scriptures we're going to bring out, hopefully, Lord willing, and to being circumspect, man, because demons is all around. It's like it's almost like the Matrix. This person could just turn into a damn agent.
Yeah, exactly.
And start bugging out.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't even want to even give them a chance to even.
Yeah, don't excite these people.
Don't even give them an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So we just gotta stay on point and just make sure we handling our business. I got a scripture.
Oh, get that. Can you get that last verse?
Oh, slap it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 4:27. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil.
Yeah. So just basically bringing home the point. Turn not your foot to the right or left. Just stay on the path.
Right,
stay. Think about the spirit. Think. Oh, and most importantly, pray.
Oh yeah, pray. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pray. Like when you're going through these situations, and rather than just be rash, are you like what are you thinking while you're going through these situations? Are you thinking about like the Lord and what I'm saying, like actually, meditating on the spirit, like
right.
What should I do in this situation? Like what's the wisest move to make
exactly
right now? You know what I'm saying? So you got it.
Yeah. And since you mentioned prayer, before I get the precept in First Peter's, like we just had the Apostle Rakai just leave our camp, early this week. And one thing he always pushes, heavily is praying before you leave the house.
Mm-hmm.
You about to go to the store to get a bag of chips and a juice. Wherever you're going, make sure you send a quick prayer up, prior to you turning your car on, man, because you just never know what could happen.
Yeah.
So, I just want to say that. But
yeah, because shit happens, man.
Yeah, shit happens.
Hey, Babylon is unpredictable, man. You can go to the store. You can call yourself going to the store to get a bag of chips, and, a nigga is letting off a Draco at the sit-go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, this world is unpredictable. That's why you got to stay prayed up, like the brother said.
Yeah, that's right.
Prayer is our protection.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so I got scripture. This is First Peter's 5:8. Mm-hmm. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." Right? Yeah. So we in some times where Satan is on the prowl, man. Trying to get brothers jammed up. Try to throw us out the spirit. Hell, even try to get some of us killed, man. Mm-hmm. Satan, he try to take us out. So we got to remain sober, having a clear mind. Which I think what the title you had was stop and think. Mm-hmm. If you're not sober, you're not properly. If you're not sober, you're not really thinking clearly. Mm-hmm. You're making bad choices and decisions. Mm-hmm. You're moving based off the flesh. Mm-hmm. But when you're clear minded and you got all your scruples, so to speak, you can make, okay, now I need to do that. You know what? Let me. You know what I'm saying? You make proper adjustments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because hey, like I said, your adversary, the devil, walketh about whom he may devour. So there's spiritual forces out here that are literally working against you. Mm-hmm. There's literally, and we're gonna get that in Ephesians.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got it.
Nah, that was it, bro.
Okay, yeah, shit. We'll go grab that in Ephesians. Because like you said, and that's the reason why do we gotta pray before we step out into this world.
Exactly.
Because there's forces out here, man. There's spirits out here that are working against you.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Isn't not America known as the Valley of the Shadow of Death? Mm-hmm. Was it walk through the Valley of the Shadow of Death, I fear no evil? Mm-hmm. So we got to constantly pray, and send prayers up so that we don't, we don't get attacked.
Yeah.
We under, it's almost like the brother says, demonic forces around, demons is hovering, and people just not all the way there.
Yeah, we're in that. What was that? That shit Simba was in, where his father told him not to go and shit.
Oh yeah, with the other the fucking
skulls and shit,
the hyenas and shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I remember that.
That's what we're in.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's danger all around, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
This is Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh. Matter of fact, I'm starting at 11. Yeah. Put on the whole armor Most High. And that's what we were talking about as far as what is the part of the armor? Prayer.
Oh yeah, yep.
You know, put on the whole armor. You know, ask the Lord for protection. The YAHAWASHI is our armor. Okay, it says that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Yeah. So what are the wiles of the devil? Is basically, matter of fact, let's get that word wiles.
Yeah.
Get that word. It's blue letter. All right. This is wiles. It says. Methodia. It means traveling over travesty, trickery.
Trickery, that's it.
Oh, here it is. Cunning arts, deceit, craft, trickery. You know, so hey, this devil says the trickery of the devil, so you can be able to stand against the trickery.
That's right.
And that's how the spiritual demon Satan works, is by finding your little weakness. You know, just poking at your. You know, because he knows where your faults. Yep. He knows your weak points, so he's gonna, you know, he knows like, all right, you know what? I know he's quick to react. He makes bad decisions when, you know, he makes bad decisions when he's under pressure. So let me take him through this scenario, which really is the Lord too. Everything happens according to the will of YAHAWASHI. But he will allow Satan, just like he did with Job, he will allow Satan to basically, you know, that's why with Job, he said, basically, have your way with him, just don't kill him. Basically, like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, he's free reign. The Lord really gave Satan, you know, the dominion over the earth to basically, you know, do as he pleases. But, you know, his servants, you know, he really can't, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's limited as far as the Lord's servants as to what he can do. You know what I'm saying? But it says, verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So that was the point, is, you know, we're up against forces. We're up against principalities, spiritual, you know, demons that are out here, and, you know, they're always trying to knock you off your pivot. They're always trying to, you know what I'm saying, get you out of your element, so that you can basically slip and fall. You know, got it.
Yep, I got a precept. This is something that I just looked up. I think I typed in the word circumspect, and it brought me to the book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 14. The point is in like the latter part of the verse. And I think this is Tobit's father speaking to him. So verse 14, it says, let not the wages of any man which have wrought for thee tarry with thee, but give him it out of hand. For if thou serve God, he will also repay thee. Now here's the point, you know, which applies to the lesson. It says, be circumspect, my son, in all things thou doest, and be wise in all thy conversation. Which we know the word circumspect, you know, circle means, you know, like a circle, like a radius. And spec means to see or look. So look around at your surroundings, man. You know, like the brother brought out, you know, there's demons around, you're battling, you know, spiritual forces. So you gotta have your head on a swivel. And then it says, he says, in all things thou doest. So in everything you do, even if it's, you know, something that you think is minute, you still gotta be circumspect. Still, you know, be on watch, right?
Yeah.
Then it says, and be wise in all thy conversation, which, you know, conversation, you know, goes back to basically your conduct, you know, how you behave yourself, not only in the truth, but also in the world, man.
Yeah.
In the world, you really got to be on your P's and Q's. You really got to be, you know, like brothers say, be in your Clark Kent mode and just know how to apply the wisdom so you could move and shake, man.
Yeah, and applying wisdom will get you out of a world of shit because when when you're dealing with one thing leads to another when you run into issues. So just something as simple. A lot of times it'll be a simple little thing that you could have did, and you'll save yourself a world of trouble.
Right.
You'll save yourself having to spend a whole bunch of money. You'll save yourself, like, having to go out your way just for something so simple. Like you said, minute. It'll be little small detail, like something so minute. But if you're paying attention and you're fully aware, circumspect, you're fully aware, and you're processing things, you're processing what you're doing, it can save you so much. But by not doing that, doing the opposite, you'll exhaust yourself, man. You'll go through loops and hurdles, and then you'll be wondering why things are happening to you. You'll be wondering why you catch a hell like this when really it's you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it'll be you. A lot of times you could put hell on yourself just by by not really processing processing your thinking. You know what I'm saying? Was that it on that?
Yeah.
Okay, I got one. We'll get a couple more, I guess. It says this is 2nd Ezra 7 and 8. Matter of fact, I started 7. I started 6. There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water. All right, so basically, this is like a parable, but it's talking about a dangerous place where you have fire on the right and deep water on the left. It says, verse 8, and only path between them both, even between the fire and water, so small that there could only one man go there at once. So this is a narrow way, and you gotta basically stick to your path. You gotta stick to your path. Otherwise, if you go to the left, or say if you go to the right, you get burnt. If you go to the left, you'll drown. You get in deep water. But you gotta basically order. The scriptures say, "Order thy footsteps aright." That's another good one.
Oh, yeah,
order thy footsteps aright.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what we ought to do is just we're on a narrow path, man. We gotta basically just go straight. Just keep going straight. Go towards what's right. You know what I'm saying? Because if we go, you know what I'm saying, if you veer off, it's trouble. You know what I'm saying? There's always trouble whenever you veer off the path. You're gonna meet adversity. Got something?
Yeah. You say we gotta basically press forward. This is Philippians 3 and 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before, which is what essentially, righteousness, salvation, the kingdom of heaven. Forgetting, what's in the past. We basically treading forward, man. Right? And it says, here's the point, 14. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in YAHAWASHI. So we pressing towards the mark. We moving forward, man. And like one of the brothers said one time, because we know this truth, you're gonna stumble, you're gonna fall. But he said when you fall, he said to make sure you fall forward, not backward. Make sure you fall in that direction. We're not declining or going back. We growing, progressing. Like you said, a mind frame of just going ahead, man.
Yeah. Because falling forward is growth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to fall. Hey, the scriptures say a righteous man falls 7 times. That's falling forward because you're actually falling and you're, you know what I'm saying? Because they say the most successful people fail. So you're falling forward, meaning basically you're still growing. You're still pushing forward. You said push forward.
Push forward is right.
You know what I'm saying? That was it on that?
Yeah, that's
Sirach 2 and 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully.
Oh, yeah.
And be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. All right, yeah, so it's the point being, be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. So being patient means that just wait, just relax. That's why we need to slow down and think. Sometimes you just got to take a breath. When you're going through a lot, you just need to take a breath, just meditate, and just slow down. Babylon is very, especially when you're in the city and, you know, a lot of things are, you know, going on. You just got to slow down and just take a breath. Yeah. Meditate for a second. Just clear your mind. And then you'll be able to once you relax, you know, your heart rate go down and you'll be able to make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? But it says, be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Now, of course, this is more so like, you know, a low estate, meaning like, you know, you're low, you know, not necessarily talking about a situation, so to speak, but verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So the Lord takes us through these things for growth, like we said, pressing forward, the mark, you know, pushing forward. That's basically us being tried and being refined, you know. So that was all I had.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, yeah, shit. So we'll close up on that. Lord willing, you were edified, and hey, we're gonna end off by giving all praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.